Hello, nutritionists. Stop struggling. If you want to know the correct way of cooking quinoa and want to have more nutritionally balanced yet delicious quinoa recipes at hand, you have stopped at the right place. You will find a few little-known secrets that help take the best of all your quinoa recipes. Here and at the end, one very special quinoa recipe awaits you. Quinoa is a South American plant that has a very distinctive flavor. It is so full of nutrition that it is aptly called the true mother grain of the Andes. These are the important notes to help you get the best from recipes. 1. In most cases, quinoa recipes use the grain part of quinoa because it is most widely available. 2. In many of the recipes, you will see that the ingredient is called cooked and prepared quinoa. Many of you might be confused about what it is. Don't worry. In a minute, I am going to show you how to do that cooking and preparing. The resulting cooked quinoa is then used in the recipe. 3. If the recipe simply states quinoa with a quantity, then you do not need to pre-cook for that particular dish. Cooked and prepared quinoa. Step 1. Rinse the quinoa in a fine sieve with cold water. Do this twice to make sure the saponin coating is completely removed. If you have bought unprocessed quinoa, then it is very important to follow the soaking procedure mentioned above. Step 2. Measure out 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water into a saucepan. Step 3. Bring the mixture to a boil, stirring gently to ensure it does not stick to the pan. Once it boils, turn the temperature down and let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. If you want it crunchy, then 10 minutes will be enough. If you want it soft and fluffy, then leave it for longer. All the water should be absorbed while the quinoa is simmering. It will expand 2 to 3 times its original size. Now remove the pan from the heat. Step 4. Your quinoa is now ready to serve as a substitute for rice with curry, or to include as part in one of your regular meals, or maybe with other flavorings. It is also ready to include in the recipes of this book, where the recipe says, cooked and prepared quinoa. Now it is time to share one quinoa recipe. Most of you probably think quinoa can only be suitable for something like salad or the main course. That is not the case. Today I am going to show you how to make a quinoa snack, which is not only healthy, but also delicious and easy to make. Method 1. Rub the margarine or butter into the flour until it looks like breadcrumbs. 2. Add the remaining ingredients and mix well. 3. Put the mixture into greased baking trays and press it into the trays so that it is about 10 millimeters thick, or a half an inch. 4. Cook in an oven for 20 minutes at a medium temperature until it starts to turn brown. 5. Take out of the oven and cut into slices while in the trays. 6. Cool for 5 minutes and then finish cooling on a cooling rack. 7. Store in the refrigerator in an airtight container. If you want to discover more quinoa recipes, simply click the link below. You will not only find a complete A to Z guide on quinoa cooking, ensuring you are on the right track, but you will also find about 50 recipes adapted and created by the author to replace those odd recipes that include quinoa only because they think it would be fashionable to do so. I strongly suggest you click the link below now, as the author is offering limited-time free bonuses, which include even more juicing recipes. Visit the website now before it is too late.